Hey folks, Worm here. Hope you're all having a good day. I am the worst of rock and metal. Last tune we did was a rock song. This time we'll go back into the world of metal. I'm better at that. I was amazed at how many non-metal tunes I've written over the last few years. So I kind of threw them all into one little package, and it's the Worm, the not-so-metal tunes. I'll throw a link in if anyone wants to listen to them. I've also made some playlists where I got like all my finished tunes in them. I got all my gear, not really reviews, I just kind of play through different gear. And I write birthday songs for my friends. Kind of goofy, but it's fun. And I got them all in one spot too, so I'll try to throw a link for that in the section below. Today, like I said, we are back to the metal realm. And with that, I will do a double flying V song. Very fun. So I am the worst of rock and metal. Thank you to my dozens of subscribers for listening to me and my nonsense. It's kind of fun. Let's head on over to Reaper and make some noise. Hey folks, Worm here. I'm back. We have some stuff here. We have a guitar. Very cool. It's a Karina made in the Czech Republic Dean guitar from the 90s. We have Reaper. We have a camera. We have another camera. And everything's ready to rock and roll. Let me see if I can't remember how this thing goes. one guitar. We got some errors, but we can fix them later. Let's do the second guitar on that side. is two guitars. We'll save them. We'll do a quick file savey save. And for the right side, let's grab another guitar. Hey folks, I'm back. I've got another guitar. Another one of my favorites. This is a early 2000s Dean time capsule guitar. These were ghost built by, I believe, a company called US Masters back then, and sold under the Dean moniker. Very, very highly quality built guitars, really easy to play, and look and sound great. So let's see if I can remember what I did on the other guitar. I think I did everything maybe an octave up, so we'll give that a shot. That is 3 guitars. Do a little savey save. Save. Alright, cool. And we'll go and do our 4th guitar. And in case you're wondering, they're pretty simple, easy riffs. There's a lot more of the bass going on behind this thing, so I gotta try to remember what I did there next. But let's do this 4th guitar, then we'll worry about the bass.
is 4 guitars, wonderfully rendered by the worst of rock and metal. Let's save all this up, grab our bass, and get that going. Gotta try and remember what I did with the bass. I know I actually tried to follow the kick drum like a real bassist. It's been a bit, so I'll do what I can. I may have to fix it later, so let's give it a shot. That was very silly, but it's kind of fun doing silly things. So that is the beginning of a new metal tune. We got some guitars. Man, we're almost up to 4 minutes already. Haven't even gotten the solos or anything in this. Kind of a slower, laid-back tune. Wouldn't really call it doom because I don't have the proper knowledge to do a proper doom song. Just chose to write some slower riffs. So I am the Worm. I am the worst of rock and metal. Thank you to all my dozens of subscribers. I try to provide some fun content for you. As always, write some music, record it, share it with the world. Maybe it'll bring someone some happiness, some joy. Maybe it'll make them angry. Who knows? But that's all we got this week. Worm out.